I've been using Bolt every single day for the last 2 months, but this new platform, it might just be my favorite. Look, Bolt is great for building cool user interfaces, but creating full apps, that's a massive challenge. And here's where it gets interesting. Lovable makes it extremely easy to build fully functioning apps and add Stripe integrations. And let me tell you something, Stripe integrations are absolutely crucial if you want to make money. So in this video, I'm going to show you why Lovable is a complete game changer for non-technical people like myself. And this is coming from somebody that loves Bolt.new. So if you love Bolt and are struggling with adding databases and backends and Stripe integrations, this is the perfect video for you. All right, so first of all, what we'll see inside of Lovable is we could scroll down and we could see our projects that we've worked on, but also see the latest that the community has built. So this is a really cool way to see all the different things that people that also use Lovable have been building. So you could actually look through these and you could actually see the history of, how they actually built this app, which is pretty cool. I love this feature. You could also look at the featured ones. We could go back to our projects, but what we want to do is we want to type out what we want to build. So I'm going to build, I basically gave this a prompt and said, build me an app idea generator for daily tasks that I do to help automate my workflows. And then click send here and it will start generating our preview for the app. So how our app generator functions is similar to Bolt. So on the left-hand side, you can see this is our chat with the AI and our agent. And then the right-hand side is where the preview and the code is written. So let's give this a bit and see kind of the initial preview that it gives us. One thing I want to mention is you can see it's breaking it down step by step. So it's taking the design inspiration, features for V1, and then the design elements as well, and then breaking those down into, different components here. So this is initially what it gave us. This is pretty cool. We could choose the kind of different, category here, personal, work. Let's go to work and then let's generate ideas. So this is an app user interface that I actually built while I was trying to build out this video, and I want to copy this. So let's give this to our Lovable agent and say, so this is an easy way to actually make your user interface of your apps to look how you want them to. Just take other inspiration from either other people or from, specific softwares that you like to use, screenshot it, add it here, and then basically tell it to emulate that. So once we get the user interface looking like we want it to, then we will do the important stuff, which is backend integration, adding user logins, all of that stuff. But first of all, let's focus on this. It's looking like there's an error here. Let's try to fix it. Lovable is really good at fixing errors whenever there's an error in the code. Awesome. So now this looks exactly like the one that we actually used before. Great, that all looks cool. I want to take 10 seconds to make sure you are subscribed because in the next video, I'm going to show you how to add Stripe to your Lovable apps, and it is so simple. So if you've been looking for a Bolt alternative to actually charge money for your applications, this is it. All right, let's get back to the video. Now let's move on to add user login and authentication. So one of the best parts about Lovable, and the reason that I've actually been using this platform, is it's super easy to add backends using Supabase here. So if we click this button here, it makes it really easy to integrate Supabase, which you can do inside of Bolt, but you have to go in and do all this stuff manually. Whereas Lovable makes this extremely easy, and convenience is everything when using a platform like this when you don't know how to code. So I'm gonna come here and I'm basically going to say, let's add user authentication. It's telling us we need to actually connect our Supabase account. And so come over to Supabase. You're gonna wanna make sure to come over and add a new project and give it a second. You can see that this is all still loading. Once your project status shows this little green dot here, this means that it's all set up and ready to go. Or let's come back over to Lovable and then come up to the Supabase integration here. We wanna click on our project and let's go ahead and add the one that we just added. So let's go ahead and connect that. And now our chat right here, it's saying that it's trying to connect our Supabase account, and it's doing this so we actually don't have to do this ourselves, which we would have to do inside of Bolt. And it's a bit of a hassle, especially for somebody like me that does not know how to code or is not a programmer. So this makes it very seamless, and one of the big reasons why I do love using Lovable. So it actually identified that we don't have any tables inside of our Supabase account, which is very essential because that is actually how we store user information. All right, so it looks like we are now connected to Supabase. We have user accounts and login. We could store and use real data. And we could add advanced features such as AI endpoints, email notifications, payments, which is very important. And Lovable is amazing at integrating Stripe, which I will be covering in another video, so make sure to subscribe. That way we could actually charge money for our apps we build, which is absolutely massive. So it's recommending that we set up authentication first before adding any other features. So let's add authentication. So it's asking the information we want to store inside of our Supabase data and inside of our database. So let's just store user info like login. And then let's also store saved app ideas. So basically what it's doing is it's writing an SQL command, which I'm not a coder, so I don't even know what this means, but I do know that this is essentially like code that we run inside of Supabase in order to set up our table editor so that way we could store our information properly. So all we have to do is click apply changes. It will insert this code into our Supabase and then set up this table, aka database, in order for us to store this information without us having to set it up ourselves, which again, we would have to do this personally inside of Bolt, and it's a bit of a pain to do that. So we now have a sign up and sign in authentication page here, which is great. So we can't access our app unless we sign in, which is on the right path. But for whatever reason, we're getting a error here. So let's actually try to fix this error. So it looked like it actually identified the error, and now it's going to try ahead, edit the code and go ahead and fix it for us. All right, so now we have a table inside of our table editor in Supabase called saved ideas. You can see the ID, the user ID, the title, the description, and the timestamp are now added. So let's go ahead and test this out. First of all, let's see if we're able to sign up. So it looks like I'm getting an error again. So let's try to fix this. The reason that error happened is because it's saying we need to actually disable email verification inside of Supabase. So come inside of authentication. Basically what I did is I came to providers, came to email, and then I unchecked this so that way they don't have to confirm their email every time that they sign in or every time that they sign up. So let's try one more time to actually sign up. There we go. So now we actually signed into our account. We could actually log out here if we want. And in order to test out the functionality, let's now add a activity and try to generate an idea. So let's generate that idea. Great. We could like different of these ideas and we could save them. Looks like it saved successfully and it actually saved it down here. That's pretty awesome. We could change, again, the user interface extremely simply, but more so in this video, I want to focus on the backend integration because that is where Lovable is so much better than these other platforms. So we should now have a saved idea inside of this table now. So you could see we have a new user. We could see the title. So wrote YouTube scripts tracker, an app that helps users track and optimize, blah, blah, blah. So essentially it just saves that idea there. And let's log out and then log back in and then see if that is still saved to our account. Boom, there we go. So the important part now is if we log out and sign back in, all of our saved ideas are now added here. So we could continue to save these and it will store this information inside of our profile. This doesn't seem like too crazy, but I'm telling you, this is way more difficult to do inside of Bolt. So Lovable makes this extremely easy. And let's just test this out one more time to see if it's working properly. Generates these ideas, you could save them. And again, these actually aren't real generated ideas. We actually need to add an AI step, which let's actually go ahead and cover that. But one more time, let's refresh this, see if it saves this. So then it saved this idea again. So that's awesome. Now let's move on to actually adding an AI step where it actually does an API call in order to actually generate ideas via ChatGPT or Claude. All right, here's my prompt. Now let's add a real AI integration where when I generate ideas, it actually uses Claude via the Anthropic API to come up with ideas. So if you don't know what Claude is, it's essentially another version of like ChatGPT, but I think it's better at coming up with scripts. So I'm gonna use that. And whenever I click this button, it's going to pull that information. It's actually gonna send that information to Claude. and then take that information and send it back to our app and actually generate real app ideas here. So I went ahead, I added my API key, it saved it successfully. Looks like, again, there was an error, so I'm gonna have Lovable fix this for me. Basically, I'm asking it, can you help me set up the API to work fully? Because there are some changes I think we need to make inside of Supabase. So again, this is kind of hard to explain if you're not a technical person, but I basically asked it to help me set up the API. Beforehand, if I were to do this in Bolt, I would have had to come in and create this edge function, which I don't even know what it is. And so essentially it went into my Supabase, since it's natively integrated, and set this up for me. So this should be working smoothly now. So let me go ahead and test this out. So I'm now inside of my account. I'm going to generate this idea. And now it actually should generate real ideas using the Claude API. Boom, here we go. This is actually AI generated ideas. So Script Writer's Companion. This app assists content creators in developing engaging scripts and video ideas. It provides tools for research, ideation, outlining, as well as library of proven hooks and storytelling techniques. The app streamlines the creative process, helping users craft captivating videos efficiently. That is awesome. We could actually go ahead and like this and then save this. And now this is saved. Let's go ahead and double check in Supabase to make sure this is saved. Yep, it saved the Script Writer's Companion. And now, for example, we could actually use this script and then come to Lovable and then generate an app based on this. So this app was built simply by using Lovable. I don't know how to code. I don't know how to add these backends personally without using a platform like this. So the fact that there is a Supabase integration and it sets this up for you is absolutely massive. The last thing I want to touch on in this video is the ability to actually publish your application. So I want to test how easy it is to do on Lovable as opposed to Bolt.new. So let's come over, let's click publish, click deploy, and just like that, our app was actually deployed really quickly, and we can now sign up. There we go, and we have access to our application. In the next video, I'm gonna show you how to actually add Stripe, which is a question so many of you guys have been asking me to do inside of Bolt. And to answer your questions on if you could do this in Bolt, it's really not possible right now without a very annoying and complex workaround. So this is going to be very valuable when you learn how to do this with Lovable. So make sure to subscribe and tune into the next video. I appreciate it. Make sure to sign up with Lovable if you don't have an account already. I'll see you guys in the next video.